Here we are at Polaris Raceway today for round 2 of the British SXS Short Circuit Championship. Coming into round 2, the contenders to watch out for are Richard Davis, the Fletcher brothers, Mark McCann and the Throw Systems machine, and obviously Paul Rowlands. This is his home track, so he's going to be one to watch out for here today.
Qualified first at the first round, led the first race, and then had an ECU gremlin which put me down to 4th in the first race and made me miss the second race. So then in the last race I started from the back of the grid and came through to 4th. A little bit disappointed. I'm racing on my home track today, so looking forward to having a good day. To be fair, 1000 class is good. I'm racing 2 classes. I raced the turbo class as well, but the 1000 classes, you know, there's 5 good guys. Any one of us could win. We've all got the same sort of similar speed, and it's just what suits each other's track on the best day and who's got the best buggy setup. And obviously, you know, one has a good day, one has a bad day. So I think at the end of the year, I think it's going to be a well thought out championship, and it could be anybody's.
Round 1 went okay for us. We didn't set off too good in practice. I'm not quite really sure why, but we qualified 5th. Which was a bit disappointing because last year we had pretty much poles or seconds, but then we got through on the races and ended up 2nd overall. Par Homes today, really like the track here. It's always been a favourite of ours and we tend to go really well, so fingers crossed we can get up there. There's a couple of people who are going ever so fast at the minute. The Fletcher brothers, Tom and Lewis, are going really well, and Rich Davis as well seems to have upped his game since last year, so should be a good battle between us all. Yeah, big competition today is going to be Paul Rowlands, obviously, literally in his backyard, so it's always nice to beat Paul around here. Usually we manage that, so fingers crossed again today, but he is driving very, very well.
It's a fast track and we've raced here lots of times before. Facilities are just excellent because they've got all the machinery on site, water bowsers, but the track runs fast and good, so yeah, feeling confident. You try not to get too stressed about it, but there's 5 to 7 guys who could take the win, I reckon, on any day. It's just about getting a good qualifying and then just getting some good races in. With the short circuit you've got 3 races, so you know you can afford to have one medium race, but you need, you know, 2 or 3 good results really. I think the Fletcher boys are the rivals this year, to be fair. Mark has had a little bit of a slow start, I think, but he's on the pace again now. Paul fluctuates a lot, as in he's fast, but he, you know, sometimes he doesn't finish races and stuff. But my main competitors to this week, I think, are probably going to be Tom Fletcher, Mark McCann. Paul will always be there, you know, so we just got to see what we can do. We're running different suspension setup this weekend, so I'm going to be happy with a podium finish. But obviously, if I can get on top of the podium, all the better. But podium finish for me will be good, so I'll be happy with that.
I'd like a top 3, to be honest. I ain't over keen on the track. I've just never done well here, so hopefully we can turn it around and have a good round.
Yeah, I like the track. I think it's a good track, but I've never ran it this way, so it'd be interesting to see. Hopefully, just get 3 good finishes.
I think they're all good, to be honest. Mark McCann, Paul Rowlands, Richard Davis, obviously Lewis. So yeah, competition is strong.
I want to get one over on him. Paul will be fast round here, Richard and Mark. Joe Bennett went well at last round, I think he'll be fast.
Not really. I do like to beat him. There's obviously a competition there, but to be honest, more Richard Davis than anybody, just because he's pretty much dominated. Yeah, I'm aiming for top 3, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd like to be on the podium, if not 3 wins. Qualified 3rd, struggled with a bit of buggy problems, so hopefully we can get that fixed for the race. Track were good, really fast. There's some quick kids there, so hopefully we can push on, get a bit better result in race. Just see what Richard and Paul are doing out in front, and then try and play joker off of that, and if I can make some time, hopefully get a couple of positions. Okay, man.
Track's roughed up a lot since we walked it, but quali went obviously extremely well, being on pole. Car was absolutely 100%. We've done a bit of shop work and tried new settings today, and it's absolutely on the nail. Try and better get a bit of a gap on the rest of the field. We think there's another guy within half a second of our lap time, and then it goes sort of 2 seconds, 3 seconds. So if I get a nice good gap, it means then I can take the joker lane later on in the race and not have to panic too much with that. So the bigger gap I can get, the better, really.
Second off a start, overtook Richard halfway around the first lap, but slacking off a bit too much on the last couple of laps and got pipped 2 corners from the end, unfortunately. Yeah, need to wake up a bit next time. My mirror got bent back things, so I couldn't see him on the one side behind. So I think from now on it's flat out all race. We're up round the corner, we sort of, me up the inside of me, and I sort of had a bit of a go back, you know. But we're all right, thumbs up, so racing.
Obviously I qualified 4th, we did joke lap on the 3rd lap, timed it really well to be honest. I could see myself, I was gaining and gaining on Paul and Richard, and then I seen Richard had a problem. We had a brilliant race, I mean, yeah, can't complain. To be honest, I knew, I sort of had, if I were close enough, I thought, you know, I knew where I wanted to pass him. I didn't think it would follow through to next corner, so we're unbelievable, really happy. Yeah, we had contact. Well, basically where I went on the inside of him, we had contact and we were bouncing off each other at the top. But hey, it's racing, innit? Hopefully, obviously, it gives me a better grid position first off at the start. So just push and hopefully get a bit of a lead.
Considering where we started, obviously after our drive shaft problem in practice, we started 8th, which was real difficult in a dusty situation like this. But yeah, we got up, we used the joker lane to our advantage, and I think we ended up 5th. So, you know, it's a step forward, but we were never going to get to the front in one race. So hopefully we can build on that, get a top 3, and then hopefully win in the last race would be nice.
Started off good, had good pace. I think our front 2 pulled away from the rest of the pack, and then quite early on suffered a puncture on the front. So had to just keep going to finish the race and get the points. But we felt we had the pace, so see what happens in the next one. Yeah, it puts me to the back of the grid, so probably do Joker Lane early, get a bit of gap, put some hard laps in, and then hopefully towards the end of the race was when you'll see where I'll come through, hopefully, and gain some places. So I reckon we can be back on the front 1 or 2 by the end of the last race. So this race will be getting us back up the field, hopefully sort of mid to the front of the pack, and then the last race we'll push on, and hopefully be nice to have a win at the end of the day, wouldn't it?
Yeah, cocked up in the first race, not very happy with that, so I had to make amends in this race. Tom Fletcher's a good driver, he's keen, kept me honest, but say worked hard, didn't bother, just kept going forward. Track was very slippery to start, but took the outside lines trying to find some grip, and at the end of the race was good.
I was determined to get past the back end of the grid quite quick, which we did. We had the pace, and then we'd shot right up behind the leaders, and I think personally we were a bit quicker than they were, but struggled a bit to get past. But from going from the back of the grid up to fourth, right on the back of them, good result. Track was actually better than it was in the first race, to be fair. They've moved a couple of corners in, so it's not such deep ruts over the back. It's getting rough, but we've got good suspension set up this week, and everything's good. Time the Joker lap right is the game plan, because all the guys there, we're all thereabouts. That's so it's trying to work the Joker lane to my advantage. So, and being at the back, I can see what they're doing, and then I'll choose what I want to do. So, We'll see if we can get up 1 or 2 places. So.
Yeah, obviously Paul passed me at the start, a bit more aggressive into the first corner than I was, to be honest. And then I struggled, if I'm honest. Obviously water track, it really slippy. I just tried not to make any mistakes. I was nowhere near, the pace of, for instance, 3rd and 4th that I could see they were catching. But I just, trying to battle on. So I'm happy with a 2nd. Yeah, I want to be a bit more aggressive, to be honest. Hopefully pip Paul off like he did me, and then, push a bit harder. I'm hoping for a win, to be honest. I'd like to get overall. Yeah, definitely get him up for race 3.
Started off brilliant, had a load of pace in the car, managed to work right up to 2nd place, right until the last corner, and I spun it and got down to 3rd. So the pace is there, the car's there, so it was a good end to the day. 2nd theoretically, but 3rd.
Yeah, the old shot, pushing on, steering's a problem on the tight corner, so I'm losing a bit of ground there, or gaining ground, then losing it all the time. And then I went into the joker lane a little bit too wild, accelerated too much and basically bounced out of control. So I lost a bit of rhythm. Fair play Tom. Tom is driving well, and Richard, so beat by good competitors. Spun out. Lucky. Somebody was shining on me.
Yeah, overall, yeah. I've had 2 firsts and a 2nd. Timed joker lane pretty much to perfection. I had a couple of problems with power steering, knocking itself off, and I had to turn the ignition on and off uphill. But to be honest, I'm very, very pleased. I didn't know, to be honest, until obviously when we finished. Paul just said, he never passed him, he spun just before it jumped, so I mean it's unfortunate for Richard. Yeah, the adrenaline you get is unbelievable. I mean, obviously I've got a motocross bike as well, but these are far much better, so much better, obviously a lot safer, and it is motocross basically. Yeah, it's brilliant.